Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Wednesday, January the 8th of 2025. I'm Stasia Blake. In the headlines tonight, Parliamentary Representative for St. John promises immediate action to rectify dilapidated bridges in Brothers and Florida communities. Government officials engage unestablished public workers in vital conversation about the new pension plan. And a new date to be set for the Media Workers Association of Grenada Media Awards ceremony. In regional news, the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court welcomes the start of the new law year, while internationally thousands told to abandon Los Angeles homes as 3 wildfires rip through suburbs. Coming up in sports, independent school cricket tournament set to bowl off on January 14th. We'll have all the details for you right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. Parliamentary Representative for the constituency of St. John, Corinne James, has responded to the cry of residents in the communities of Brothers and Florida who have called for accessible roads. Christina John has the update to the story broadcast on Tuesday.
Following GBN's report last evening on the deplorable condition of the Florida Bridge and the incomplete Brothers Bridge, which have left residents and motorists feeling disgruntled, Parliamentary Representative for St. John, Corinne James, responded on Wednesday in a post on her official Facebook page. It reads in part, "Today I took the opportunity to visit the much-anticipated bridge project, which has been under construction for well over 3 years, predating my tenure as your Member of Parliament. This project has faced significant delays due to redesigning and other technical challenges related to its supporting structures. I've been receiving numerous concerns, particularly from students, staff, and the alumni of the St. John's Christian Secondary School, SJCSS, as the bridge directly impacts their accessibility, especially with the 60th anniversary celebration beginning this weekend. I hear you, and I am taking immediate action." Noting the steps taken as of today, she said, "I conducted a field visit to meet with the contractor to assess the current status of the bridge. I invited the CTO of the Ministry of Infrastructure and relevant stakeholders for a technical review. I formally requested temporary access to the bridge this weekend to facilitate the school's activities." Unquote. Christina John, GBN News.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, through the Department of Public Administration, or DPA, convened a pivotal meeting on Wednesday with unestablished public officers to address the implementation of the newly enacted pension plan, which took effect earlier this month. Details in this Nisha Paul report.
The meeting, held at the Trade Center Annex, drew a large crowd of public officers eager to gain clarity and voice their concerns about the groundbreaking Public Sector Employees Pension Fund Bill 2024. The legislation, passed in December, extends pension benefits to unestablished workers for the first time, marking a significant shift in Grenada's public service framework. Speaking with GBN News, Prime Minister Mitchell expressed satisfaction with the strong turnout to Wednesday's discussions.
I think from the turnout here today and from the presentation made by P.S. Marshall, I think first of all it shows tremendous interest by the government employees in making sure that they understand fully what is taking place and hearing firsthand themselves, not listening to other persons. They get an opportunity to hear what is taking place, they get an opportunity to ask the questions, to seek clarity, and a lot of the questions that were asked were very pertinent questions, which even for me, I think helped clarify some of the issues. So I think all in all, we will continue doing this. I think it shows the tremendous importance of ensuring that we engage directly with the stakeholders who will be impacted by the legislation, and so we look forward to more of this taking place. But all in all, I think it was an excellent initiative and a fantastic turnout by the government employees.
Under the new scheme, public sector workers will contribute 3% of their monthly salaries to the pension fund, with the government matching their contributions. The plan is designed to supplement the existing pension structure, which currently benefits only established officers appointed by the Public Service Commission and funded through the Consolidated Fund. The Prime Minister also highlighted plans for ongoing consultations to refine the system and address any emerging challenges.
The point of this is that we need to make sure that the country understands the importance of pension, savings, retirement plans. As we said, there are statutory bodies who also have employees who don't have any such plans in place. There are a lot of private employers and employees who also don't have any such plans in place. And we need to make sure that we understand, as I said, the life expectancy in Grenada is not 30 or 40 or 50 or even 60. It's more than that. And so we need to make sure that our population is well prepared for life post-retirement and that they're not plunged into poverty or insecurity. Because ultimately if that happens, then it makes all of us worse off. So ultimately, this is not just about government employees, but about putting the country on a strong footing to make sure that we have almost universal retirement, savings, pension plans available to the people who work and build the country.
Meanwhile, some public servants react with optimism. One unestablished public officer expressed enthusiasm about the changes, sharing with GBN that the new pension plan is a long-awaited development.
Yeah, it's good to see changes, a lot of changes made. I like the initiative that stepping us up on a different lifestyle, I have to say. It's very nice, yeah.
The new scheme is set to benefit more than 4,000 non-established and contract workers who meet the eligibility criteria. It will also become the standard pension system for all new civil service hires, signaling a transformative approach to managing retirement benefits in Grenada's public sector. Reporting for GBN News, Nisha Paul.
1 year after Grenada increased its minimum wage to EC $1,200 per month for some workers and to EC $1,500 per month for other professions, Sparkle Grenade Courtney, the Labour Commissioner, is reporting a high level of compliance among employers.
I must say that as we went on throughout the year, we found a greater level of compliance with the minimum wages order, and I must say that employers took it upon themselves and took initiative to actually come to the Department of Labor to clarify, because employers actually wanted to become compliant and to make the necessary adjustments in the interest of the workers with regards to the minimum wages order.
She said in some instances, employers who failed to comply with the order in January paid staff retroactively later in the year.
The Department of Labor conducted over 190 inspections, labor inspections in 2024, and many of those inspections were also to ensure that there was compliance with the minimum wage in addition to other areas of the Employment Act. And I must say that we feel a level of satisfaction. We know that we are not fully there yet. There are some employers who still need to come into compliance, And once those matters are brought to our attention, we do take the necessary steps to ensure that the employers come into compliance. And I must say that once we go to them and we explain to them the importance of and bring to their awareness the minimum wages order, we find that employers take the necessary steps to come into compliance.
But despite the high compliance rate among the private sector, there are public sector workers, such as cooks and other kitchen staff in public schools, workers in the debushing program, and some farm labor workers who are still receiving less than the minimum wage. Trade unions representing that category of workers have confirmed receiving sporadic reports of non-compliance. With renewed vigor and a vision for progress, the newly elected executive of the New National Party said it's charting a bold path to strengthen its foundation and serve Grenadians like never before. The details from Rena Pierre-Thomas.
The newly elected executive of the New National Party is working diligently to implement strategies that will further develop the party and its members. According to Public Relations Officer Kitaka Mawutu, December was not about festivities, but focused efforts on engaging with Grenadians, understanding their concerns, and formulating actionable solutions to address them. He explained that the executive team has prioritized transparency and accessibility, ensuring that Grenadians are heard and their voices represented in the vision for the nation's future.
We have been busy at work. Christmas wasn't really festive for the party because our political leader and other key people in the party have been working very hard in terms of our strategic plans and being able to execute on the massive work ahead to, get our party in tip-top shape for our next general election and for returning to office and for governing and taking Grenada to the next level. So, lots of meetings, lots of strategic work, lots of writing, lots of engagement. Christmas wasn't ham and sorrel and ginger beer for the party. We were busy at work as we understand that we needed to hit the ground running in 2025.
Mawutu credited the driving force behind the fresh energy and momentum of the New National Party to their new political leader, Emmeline Pear. He said her dedication to serving the Grenadian people is motivating the new executive.
She's setting the tone, and I think as people in the party see how much she's putting in the effort, how much she's paying attention to the little details, it's really ushering in a new energy. We had an executive meeting yesterday, and she presented a vision for the party and literally put out a charge to the executive and asking for our support to lead different committees, different initiatives, and the body language of people in the executive was upbeat. Everyone was excited and inspired and motivated, and I must give her credit for taking the bull by its horns and really owning the leadership of the party and realizing that time is of the essence.
The PRO said the NNP executive team remains committed to executing plans that will empower communities, strengthen the party's foundation, and pave the way for a brighter future for all Grenadians. Rena Pierre-Thomas, GBN News.
This is news at 7. Coming up, new date to be set for the Media Workers Association of Grenada Media Awards ceremony. Stay with us.
At Ariza, we find ways to celebrate you. Little wins or bigger ones. Working hard and staying on track. Meet your need while saving for your dreams with our Chairs to You loan. Get up to $50,000, repayable in up to 10 years, and benefit from a lump sum saving when the loan is repaid. Live those dreams. Follow those steps. Take that leap of faith or invest in yourself. Make a toast. Lift a glass. Cheers to you. Join today and apply. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom. Your future.
Unlocking opportunities, Excel leads the way in digital advancement every single day. Fair internet access for all to share. Transparent billing with consumer care. Excel through the EC bill, safeguarding our rights. Net neutrality, consumer protection shining bright. Mobile number portability available to you. Switch providers seamlessly. Keep your number true. Excel through the EC bill, promoting fair play in the digital world. Every single day, affordable services are important for all. Through the EC bill, there'll be progress overall. Excel and the NTRCs connecting our communities.
Excel and the NTRCs digitally transforming our space together.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Make this Christmas happen for everyone this year with Republic Bank. The finest loans we have to spread the Christmas cheer. With Republic Bank, we can make your dreams come true. Like magic, it will appear. With Republic Bank, make this Christmas happen. With Republic Bank this year. Merry Christmas.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Everyone wants money, don't you? The National Lotteries Authority's Lotto Jackpot is $198,000. Play today for chances at improving your life. Lotto. Play and win a lot of money.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. The Royal Grenada Police Force is gearing up for a major transition, with key departments relocating to a newly furbished facility on the Carenage in St. George's. Rena Pierre has this report.
Several departments of the Royal Grenada Police Force located at police headquarters are set to relocate to the former Flow building on the Carenage St. George within the next few weeks. These departments include the Community Relations Department, Finance, Criminal Records Office, Firearms Desk, and the Digital Forensic Unit. Chief Technical Officer in the Ministry of Infrastructure, Kevin Blash, disclosed that the building is 90% complete, with only minor finishing touches remaining. A transition team from the RGPF has already commenced the relocation process.
The works at the RGPF headquarters is substantially complete, I would say. The plan there is that sometime later in this week, perhaps on Friday or maybe early next week, the police would start, would basically kind of be given possession of the building fully, so the police would have already put in place a transition team that I believe they would have started bringing across some of the equipment and furniture already. In terms of a definitive time frame for that, I would say, it shouldn't take more than maybe a week or two to get all of the equipment and so on, over to the headquarters.
In the coming days, the public can expect an official press release from the Royal Grenada Police Force detailing the complete transition. Blash also provided an update on the retrofitting of the former MNIB building in Grenville, St. Andrew, which will soon serve as a temporary base for officers attached to the Grenville Police Station.
Like most persons, the contractors would have, slowed down a little bit during the Christmas period, although they would have continued to work on the retrofitting. But they are back on the job since the turn of the new year. And I predict that they should be able to finish within the next 6 weeks to 2 months, I believe. It could be less, but I'm subject to correction on that time frame. So the main works to be done on that building in terms of making it ready is the installation of partition, traditional wiring, and so on internally. And then outside of the building, we'll be building a bit of an extension.
The Chief Technical Officer explained that once the officers transition to their temporary location, efforts will shift towards the rehabilitation of the Grenville Police Station.
The current Grenville Police Station is in a state of disrepair. Construction would have started sometime in late November, early December, and it is currently ongoing. So essentially, the plan is when this construction is done, all of the officers would be relocated to that building temporarily so that the old police station could be rehabilitated.
These initiatives reflects government's ongoing commitment to improve working conditions and operational efficiency for its officers, as well as enhance service delivery to the public. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
The new date for MWAG's Media Awards ceremony will soon be announced. This edition of the awards will focus on journalism's role in addressing the environmental crisis. Beverly Tellisford tells us more.
The date has been pushed back for the 13th edition of the Media Workers Association of Grenada, MWAG's annual Media Awards ceremony. President Gerard Joseph said while submissions were timely for the awards this year, other factors delayed the hosting of the ceremony.
The Media Awards, which was first scheduled for January 10th of this year, unfortunately we have to look at a new date. Currently our executive is looking at a date later on in February, because we know with January lots of challenges normally occur. Normally we have the National Independence Competition, and this is due because of some challenges we had with our judges. The submissions were in on time, so that is not a problem. So once we just get over this initial hurdle, Media Awards is going to be held sometime in February.
This year's awards ceremony will complement the annual World Press Freedom Day celebrations under the theme A Press for the Planet, Journalism in the Face of the Environmental Crisis. In keeping with this theme, MWAG has announced an environmentally pleasing addition to this year's awards.
I cannot let all the cats out of the bag, but we have a major undertaking with one of our partners, that would be NAWASA. So we would have a signing ceremony during our ceremony, and that is one for a special award that would surround water resilience, climate change of this sort.
This year's ceremony will also feature some other new components.
We are looking to add to our People's Choice Awards category. Lots of suggestions were made last year. Last year was the first time we brought it back. So we have some new categories which the public would be selecting or voting for. So look forward to that.
President Joseph said the participation this year was noticeably less than last year. MWAG hosts the annual Red Carpet Affair to celebrate the work of media practitioners in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Tellisford.
The The government of Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell is taking significant steps towards implementing its transformative projects with the establishment of delivery units to drive critical reforms. We get the details in this Nisha Paul report.
Restructuring the nation's education system is being given priority under this initiative, with major focus on skills training as the NDC administration seeks to align education with the demands of a rapidly evolving job market. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell underscored the importance of the initiative to ensure that our education system not only provides academic knowledge but also equips our people with practical skills that can lead to meaningful employment opportunities.
So what we've sought to do for both what I call hardcore transformative projects and softer ones, education being a clear example of a softer one, is we are creating delivery units where we'll have a permanent secretary permanently assigned to tackle that particular transformative project, and the education curriculum is an introduction of skills training, both hard and soft skills to the education system is one of those. We will be appointing an executive sponsor, and we will be appointing project managers, retaining consultants and so on to help us actually drive the delivery of these processes over a period of time. No.
The focus on skills training aims to foster innovation, increase employability, and reduce reliance on traditional educational models that may no longer meet the country's needs.
Now, the skills here, and I want to emphasize that it's not just hard skills, it's not just technical skills. The soft skills are absolutely critical, and in fact, some of the studies are showing that even from an employability point of view, that soft skills are perhaps even more important in today's world. The ability to make the right judgment, the ability to have empathy, the ability to work collaboratively rather than competitively.
The Prime Minister hinted that more details on the delivery unit and its objectives will be shared in the coming weeks. He is optimistic that this new approach will help to make the public service more efficient and outcomes-oriented.
We recognize that to some extent the task of engaging in transformation while at the same time keeping the lights open the days is difficult, and the public service in its current construct simply doesn't have the bandwidth and the capacity to be able to take on all of it. But at the same time, we do not want to completely outsource some of the transformative projects, because we think it would be important from a learning perspective for the public service to be intimately involved in the delivery unit.
This move by the government is expected to play a pivotal role in ensuring that Grenada's education system becomes a catalyst for economic growth and sustainable development. Reporting for GBN News, Nisha Paul.
The swearing in of Grenada's first elected youth parliamentarians is set for late February to early March. Beverly Telesford will tell us more.
The 14 youth candidates elected in the recent youth elections will not be sworn in until after the 2025 national budget presentation. Janella Edwards, Assistant Coordinator of Youth, provided this update to our news desk on Wednesday. No date has been set for the budget presentation, but last October, the government announced that the 2025 budget would be presented in January or February this year. Based on Ms. Edwards' confirmation, the youth parliamentarians are likely to be sworn in sometime between late February and early March. The candidates were elected on December 5, 2024, through an online platform by over 1,000 registered voters who chose individuals they felt would best represent their constituencies. This historic election has led to the creation of the first elected cohort of national youth parliamentarians who will serve for 2 years. These parliamentarians will advocate for their communities and actively contribute to local development. Once sworn in, the elected youth parliamentarians will represent their constituencies at the National Youth Parliament, giving a platform for youth voices, demonstrating the importance of youth leadership, and advising policymakers on creating more opportunities for young people in Grenada. Each parliamentarian will also receive an EC $5,000 community support grant to implement impactful projects in their constituencies to further prepare these future leaders, the Ministry of Youth and Sports will provide mentorship opportunities and ongoing training to strengthen their leadership skills. This pilot project reflects the ministry's commitment to youth leadership and advocacy. The lessons learned from this program will help inform adjustments for the next national youth election, which is scheduled to take place in 2 years. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Tellisford.
Still to come, Co-op Bank achieves record growth in 2024. That story when we return.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Make this Christmas happen for everyone this year with Republic Bank. The finest loans we have to spread the Christmas cheer. With Republic Bank, we can make your dreams come true. Like magic, it will appear. With Republic Bank, make this Christmas happen. With Republic Bank this year. Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
And so it begins, a journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Get so much more with Quartz Ready Finance. Whether it's a furniture upgrade or appliance replacement, it's easy when you shop using Quartz Ready Finance. Get more flexibility by choosing your payment terms, more affordability with low monthly payments, and more access with fast and easy application. Plus, there's no down payment and you make your first payment in 30 days. Get great deals and gifts with select purchase. Get so much more with Quartz Ready Finance. Only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
Oh, it happens to all of us. Low on cash and in need of money right away. Play Instacash Monday to Sunday and there are no draws.
So what you saying? No numbers to choose from?
Nope.
And no draw sessions to wait on?
Nope.
And we can play it anytime and any day?
Yep, including Sundays. Instacash. Ask for it by name and choose from a wide variety of games as low as $2 and win instantly. It is fast, it is easy to play, and you win cash right away. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
The St. John's Christian Secondary School 60th anniversary, January 12th to the 19th, 2025, celebrating 60 years of excellence through God's grace and guidance. Calling all alumni, come out and celebrate with us. Here's the calendar of events. On Sunday, January 12th, church service at the school auditorium from 9:30 a.m. Wednesday, January 15th, meet and greet at Belmont Estate 3:30 p.m. Thursday, January 16th, health fair at the school from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. Friday 17th January, Chapel Day, open forum at 10 a.m., open house at 11 a.m. Sunday, January 19th, gala at the Trade Center from 7 p.m.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Grenada Cooperative Bank, or GCB, has reported an impressive record after-tax profit of $32.4 million for the 2024 financial year, marking a significant 48% increase from the $21.9 million earned in 2023. This achievement cements the bank's position as one of Grenada's leading financial institutions, maintaining its strong performance for the 11th consecutive year. The bank's robust financial results are particularly noteworthy given the challenging economic climate. Despite rising inflation and the economic aftermath of Hurricane Beryl, Grenada's homegrown bank has shown resilience and agility in navigating these difficulties. Wilvorn Granger, the Chief Experience Officer at the Grenada Cooperative Bank, commented on the bank's stellar performance.
We wish to express our gratitude to our staff for the commitment and our customers for the continued support and patronage. We constantly strive to provide value to all our customers through the solutions that we offer and in the service we deliver. In 2024, we experienced an increase in customers' willingness to recommend the bank, and in addition, we were awarded by the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank for customer service, achievements that we are proud of. This new financial year signals a renewed commitment to our shareholders and customers. We remain dedicated to enhancing the quality of service we deliver, applying prudent financial management, and supporting the development of communities.
Driven by innovative strategies, GCB's record growth in 2024 and their prudent financial management reinforces its leadership in Grenada's banking sector and positions it for continued success in the coming years. Local poultry company Grenada Chick-In Farm Limited has partnered with the 4-H unit to introduce youth to poultry production. 5 schools were gifted 300 young birds that will in time complement their school feeding program. Details in this report.
Local poultry company Grenada Chicken Farm Limited began the new year with a goodwill venture that is expected to enhance agricultural education programs in schools. It entails teaching students about animal rearing, farming as a business, and the importance of local consumption, particularly eggs and meat. The company, owned and operated by Chiron Crossdale, on Monday donated 300 layers to the 4-H unit following discussions that were held with the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation in Agriculture, ICA. The chicks were received by Ms. Lauren St. Louis and Melissa Tyson, acting 4-H coordinator. Mr. Crossdale is optimistic that this collaboration will educate and inspire the next generation of agricultural leaders by exposing them to the poultry industry.
Thanks again for giving us the opportunity to donate these lively chicks to the ministry. Again, this is a collaborative effort, and we look forward to working with the ministry going forward to provide vibrant chicks to the local economy at a cheaper price so we can shore up our food security on the island, because at the end of the day, if we can feed ourselves, we can better ourselves without having to depend on others for our meat. So these chicks, they're now a couple days old, 2-3 days old. They should start laying by June, and I'm also donating the egg trays so that the schools can earn some income by selling the eggs by the trays. It's not all about, working in an office. The guy working in the office, he needs to eat as well. So the food comes from somewhere, and getting them involved in the process as early as possible gives them an advantage, because they will now know that there's additional sources of earning an income.
Gregory Del Sol, National Specialist for the Inter-American Cooperation for Agriculture, ICA, described the initiative as a collaborative venture that can support the school feeding program and other activities within the schools.
It's a collaborative thing. Mr. Crossdale reached out to us. We reached out to the ministry. Mr. Crossdale is providing the layers, the birds, and next week Friday he's going to provide us with some broilers as well. So the schools that we are going to hand these chicks over to via the 4-H program are they're gonna have broilers and layers.
Acting 4-H coordinator Melissa Tyson said her department remains committed to promoting agricultural education and supporting initiatives like this.
It'll be the first time we would be doing layers, and we're excited about it. Our 4-H program, we build a lot of life skills and leadership in children. So this will not only be a venture for them to learn about layer production, it's also an opportunity for them to see the business aspect of it, to how you grow it from start to finish, the different aspects of poultry production, especially the egg production, which would be something new.
Schools benefiting from the initiative are the Holy Spirit Catholic School, Shantimel St. Patrick, St. Joseph's Convent, Grenville, the Grenville Secondary School, the St. Joseph Roman Catholic School, Pomrose, and the Uganda Martyrs in Happy Hill, St. George. Other 4-H units will receive their supplies in the coming weeks, providing they are equipped with adequate facilities. The Ministry of Agriculture and Lands also donated feed to support the poultry venture for the 4-H unit. Grenada Chicken Farm Limited, established in 2017 in Phyllis Park, St. Andrew, is a family-owned and operated poultry venture. The company provides high-quality services, including the hatching of chickens in state-of-the-art incubators to ensure optimal conditions, growing chicks in climate-controlled coops to provide a comfortable environment for the birds to thrive, feed mills, and chicken processing, with chickens being slaughtered and packaged for local retail outlets, restaurants, and local consumption. Christina John, GBN News.
Stay with us. Sports is up next.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
And so it begins. A journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Good evening, sports fans. The much-anticipated Independence School Cricket Tournament is set to bowl off on January the 14th, with matches starting at 10:30 a.m. Matches will be played at venues across the island, showcasing the talent of our future cricket stars. Troy George, senior cricket coach in the Ministry of Sports, emphasized the importance of this event in developing the sport.
This year is the Ministry of Youth and Sports Independence Schools Cricket Senior Tournament. We have 12 schools participating this year, and we're trying to start at 10:30 a.m. Throughout the venues.
The tournament, which brings together 12 schools, is aimed at fostering a deeper passion for cricket among young players and celebrating Grenada's national sport.
All right, so this year we have 12 schools participating, and they're split in 2 zones. So we have Zone 1 and Zone 2, which is Eastern and Western. So most of the schools, that's SAS, Montrose, Grenville Sec, those schools on the latter end of the island, and the other zone would be the schools on the eastern side or the tongue side, which will be GBSS, PBC, St. David's, JW Fletcher, and the likes that we participate in the 2 zones.
The tournament kicks off earlier than usual this year, allowing better preparation for the players.
This year we wanted to have the senior tournament early to get the seniors out of the way because of CXC. We always had an issue in terms of getting the senior tournament running. So we wanted to get it as early as possible, out of the way too for athletics. And that's one of the reasons we're having it now, to get the guys keen and ready to play cricket as early as possible.
Andre Kohli says while the two-match test series in Pakistan will be his last as head coach of the West Indies test team, that's not his main focus right now. Last month, Cricket West Indies announced that West Indies white ball head coach Darren Sammy will take over from Kohli following the completion of the Pakistan series. It will bring an end to a challenging tenure for Kohli, who failed to win a single test series during his 20 months in charge, having been appointed in May 2023. When asked how he felt about it being his last series in charge, Kohli said he would reflect on his time at the helm following the completion of the Pakistan series. Former Northern Ireland First Minister Baroness Foster has called for the England men's cricket team to boycott a match against Afghanistan. She's one of 7 MPs and peers from Northern Ireland, along with more than 160 other parliamentarians, to have backed a boycott due to the Taliban regime's oppression of women. Foster told BBC News the actions of the regime in Afghanistan absolutely mark the country out as a rogue nation, especially in relation to their continuing repression of women. Social Democratic and Labour Party MP Claire Hanna said Afghanistan had mixed sport and politics very directly by imposing such draconian restrictions on women to play sport. Other Northern Irish politicians from the Democratic Unionist Party, Alliance Party, and the Ulster Unionist Party have also joined the call for a boycott. In response, the England and Wales Cricket Board has called for a unified response to action against Afghanistan, but did not commit either way to a boycott. England are due to face Afghanistan in cricket's Champions Trophy on the 26th of February, but some UK politicians want the team to refuse to play the 50-over match in order to take a stand against the Taliban regime's assault on women's rights. Women have been banned from education, sport, and much of public life since the Taliban came to power in Afghanistan in 2021. And that's what's been happening in the world of sports. And now for a look at what's been happening around the region and the wider globe today. The Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court is set to officially usher in the new law year on January the 10th under the theme Accessibility and Awareness, the ECSC Bridging the Gap Through Community Engagement. This special occasion will celebrate the court's achievements and provide a platform for key speakers to outline priority areas for the judicial body in 2025. This report from HTS St. Lucia.
The new law year officially begins on January 10th, 2025, with the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court hosting ceremonial proceedings and a series of events. Chief Registrar Michelle John Theebles highlights that this occasion marks the start of a new judicial term for the court's judges.
The Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court is so happy to present to the citizens of the Eastern Caribbean, of which St. Lucia is a part, the opening of the law year 2025. This is usually the highlight of the court's calendar, and it's the time when we have our ceremonial opening for the law year. This year, as in every other year, we have a number of activities planned, and it's on Friday, the 10th of January 2025.
Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court presents the opening of the law year 2025. Meet the speakers.
Leading up to the celebrations is a three-part live series, Meet the Speakers, streamed on the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court's Facebook page from January 7th to the 9th at 3 p.m. daily. This interactive event features insights from esteemed legal professionals, including Acting Chief Justice Mario Michel and St. Lucia's Attorney General Leslie Mondesi.
A massive and fast-moving wildfire in California has burnt more than 1,000 hectares so far and is now threatening thousands of homes in an upscale neighborhood of Los Angeles. Officials have ordered evacuations as they warn the winds could pick up.
People poured out of the Pacific Palisades as flames and smoke billowed above the Los Angeles neighborhood. With the roads clogged with traffic, some people chose to walk away from the fire.
Fires were this close to the cars. People left their cars on Palisades Drive, burning up the hillside, the palm trees, everything's going. And the wind and the firemen are great, but you can only do so much.
Crews were battling smaller fires in the area throughout Tuesday, trying to get them under control before they were whipped up by the powerful winds.
We saw some literally flaming debris landed in the road. So it seemed to be, let's get out of here. But whatever I lose, and there's nothing I can do about it.
The flames dotted the hillside, coming dangerously close to some homes, completely engulfing others.
It's just so sad, and I feel for everyone that's lost property and fires. I've never been this close to it.
California's governor pleaded with those still at home to heed the calls to leave.
Many structures already destroyed, and the fact that people were still not evacuated is a reminder of how serious this moment is and how important it is you listen to these evacuation orders. We've all been to memorials. I've never been to a memorial for a building.
The National Weather Service issued its highest alert even before the blaze began, warning of extreme fire conditions in much of LA County. Officials are bracing for wind gusts that could reach 160 kilometers an hour, continuing to fan the flames. Riley Carlson, Al Jazeera.
Fighting between security forces and criminal groups has severely affected businesses, agriculture, and travel in northwestern Nigeria. What began as confrontations between farmers and cattle herders more than a decade ago escalated into criminal violence, with groups carrying out kidnappings for ransom.
On the border between Nigeria and Niger, the village of Tsauna in Sokoto State is slowly getting back to its feet. It was a scene of intense battles between Nigerian security forces and criminal groups that attacked it for years. It's now liberated, but not before its people were stripped of their possessions.
We've had to resort to borrowing to ransom our people. We can't even access markets.
For more than a decade, the groups known locally as bandits killed, pillaged, and even imposed their own laws on civilians in Nigeria's northwest. In neighboring Zamfara state, as the military secures one village, the bandits would move to another. In In the town of Mayenchi, locals say half the population moved to its center at dusk to find safety in numbers.
Several villages around us have been pillaged, people kidnapped, and ransom paid. It's impossible to estimate these losses in addition to the loss of life.
13 years of kidnapping, robbery, and attacks have worsened conditions for our people in a region already plagued by poverty.
A recent government survey on poverty placed Sokoto State at the top of its list, with more than 80% of the population here considered poor. Since then, more people and businesses have been affected by attacks launched by armed groups in the region.
The military has intensified its operations, securing more communities, but analysts say military force alone will not resolve the 13-year problem.
It's very important that the oxygen that allows these groups to thrive, which is the root causes and the drivers of terrorism, that they are addressed. Poverty, socio-economic conditions, climate change issues, the land governance challenge that is very common in the most parts of Nigeria.
The crisis in the Northwest has affected development too, with some areas seeing little to no state presence at all. For now, the government says it's on course to end the problem soon. Ahmed Idris, Al Jazeera, Sokoto, Nigeria.
Make sure to subscribe.
And that's what's been happening around the region and the wider globe today. For a quick recap of the night's top headlines. Parliamentarian representative for St. John promises immediate action to rectify dilapidated bridges in Brothers and Florida communities. Government officials engage unestablished public workers in vital conversation about the new pension plan, while new date to be set for the Media Workers Association of Grenada Media Awards ceremony. In regional news, the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court welcomes the start of the new law year, while internationally, thousands told to abandon Los Angeles homes as 3 wildfires rip through the suburbs. And in sports, independent school cricket tournament set to bowl off on January the 14th. If you missed any part of this newscast, there'll be a rebroadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Stasia Blake, and that's the news. Please have a pleasant evening. Good night.